When you're first starting out, don't buy special lighting. Don't go to IKEA and buy something that's real bright. It's going to look goofy. Just use natural sunlight. So I want to give you an idea of some natural sunlight that's I can get with some backgrounds and look pretty good using my camera at different windows. Here I am in another room in natural light, sitting in a chair. I literally have my dog at my feet napping. Now in YouTube videos, by the way, people who watch YouTube videos are much more forgiving if you have a dog walk into the room or hear a dog bark in the background, and people sometimes think it's actually kind of charming. Udemy, not so much, but you know, you just have to control your environment, lighting, sounds, phone ringing, dog in the background, your phone giving some indication that you have a text, or dog snoring. And here's another example where I'm facing a window. The window's behind the camera. It's a large window in this case, but it has a drapery on it that's a sheer that I can open. Sometimes when I've done YouTube videos here, I've opened those drapes because that window faces north. So I'm just getting the reflection of, let's see, the house across the street is white and there's a lot of light bouncing off of it. But this is, again, another idea. And of course, with zooming your camera or zooming away, zooming in, zooming out, you're going to have different lighting and have a little bit of play with how you're working with your lighting. I wanted to show you a don't. With this one, I have the window behind me, and well, I'm starting to come up a little bit because again, this camera that I'm using has a flip out screen so I can see what I'm doing, but yeah, so you want to be careful of that light behind you. If your camera is like my Sony that I had shown you, obviously it doesn't have a little screen that flips out. So in that case, you would want to set a chair. I saw one woman, she puts a very large stuffed animal in the chair and she gets behind the camera to make sure everything's focused and centered. So that is a don't. Here's one that is another don't. Now the lighting is pretty good. I'm facing a window that's south. The lights, it's actually a little later in the afternoon, so the light's coming in this way through the window. But maybe this belongs more with the background. So you can see there's a fake bird cage in the background hanging on an old-fashioned bird cage holder. But when I sit here, it looks like I've got a thing around my head. And that's not right. And then if you look over here, I've got part of the kitchen showing and I don't know, a Kleenex box, and yeah, that's just not right. Now if I just moved it a little bit, maybe over here, that's a little better. So play with your lighting and play with your background till you see something that works for you and you have a few options with that natural daylight.